In this video, it's my birthday weekend, hence the birthday jumper, very kindly sent to me by my parents, and we stayed in this AirBNB bus for something a bit different. So it's been a really interesting weekend. Just getting up here, we came up here in Cheshire, the GSA. It was meant to be the 2CV, but the weather was awful, and it was actually worse than expected. There was horrendous flooding around Aberystwyth. We actually had to put the suspension on high to get through. We were rather too busy just trying to keep moving, so sadly we didn't film any of that, but believe me, it was exciting and not really the sort of treatment you want to put any classic car through. But nonetheless, she made it, we got through, we reached our bus. So the bus itself is ex-Lothian, so it's served in Scotland, Edinburgh the capital. It is a Leyland Olympian, because they were built up there in Scotland, I believe, and became part of Volvo. And the bodywork is by Alexander, also of Scotland. Very, very distinctive style. We had some Scania buses in the West Midlands with very similar bodywork. You'll note we've got double pantograph wipers, sadly inoperable. This bus doesn't tend to move very much anymore. But it was still serving in Glasgow as late as Edinburgh, as late as 2007. So it had a pretty decent works innings. Then it went to a company in the east of England, I think. It was clearly doing school duty somewhere. It's got a school sign rather clumsily chucked in the destination board up there. And then it came here about 4 years ago to be an Airbnb. So very, very solid buses. We can go and look at the engine. The engine is still here, but you see we've got a kitchen area in the back here. But if you come to the back, you can flip that hatch down and have a look at the engine, which is a Cummins L10. Now you may remember occasionally on this channel a big yellow triple axle Leyland Olympian with Alexander bodywork occasionally features. I think the last time was at Oddly when I did my Jaguar I-Pace road test. We got some bonus bus action in. So we've got big 6-cylinder diesel engine, ZF 4-speed gearbox. But sadly that yellow bus was the victim of an arson attack and it's now gone. It's terribly, terribly sad. But this bus still lives on. Still got the number plate on it, so you can search it up and find photos of it in its livery. I think the Lothian bus livery is absolutely delicious. But yeah, that engine hasn't run for a very long time. I'll cover that up. So we got the emergency exit, so you can hop out of the back and leave it secure, so you can lock the folding front doors. And obviously you can still sit in the cab. But yes, you may hear we've still got the dogs with us. I'm wondering what the noise is about. So we'll take you a trip on board. We're just starting to pack up to leave, so it's all a bit interesting. Suddenly the air system is inoperative, so you actually have to manually open the doors, but you can always go yourself if that makes you feel better. And yeah, you got the cab area. My hat is here. I've claimed my place. Bit of a clue here. 2 door switches, one set removed. These were actually double door buses when they were serving with Lothian Transport, but now single door. This is Titch the dog, who's having a lovely weekend, aren't you, Titch? Yeah, not quite sure what to make of all this, but she seems happy enough. But we'll hop in the cab for a nose around in here. So yeah, all very familiar from my friend's sadly departed bus. We've got the gear selector down here, air brake, switches, and that's the headlamps. Someone's left the headlamps on, the battery's flat. Ignition. You start it like so. Indicator stalk, clearly taken from an Austin Maxi or Allegro. But yeah, there's the view. Imagine how many drivers have sat here, taking in this view of the bus. And wiper switches, very important down here, 2-speed with a washer there. So there's a mixture of some original features, like the vinyl seat and the fire extinguisher. I'm not sure that fire extinguisher is going to be any good anymore, so we'll leave that behind its glass. And then a toilet and bathroom, which obviously you wouldn't normally get in a bus. Not a bad little shower. There's even a TV, all mod cons, microwave. We've got a Hyundai kettle and a little hob. More seating up at the back here, which again is some of the original seats, I think, and a fold out table, so you've got somewhere to actually eat your food. The engine being under here is another cover, so you can get down to it and get to the rear destination board up there. That classes as 5 seats. But yeah, all the door pulls are here as well, and it's amazing when you're sitting down how convenient it is to have a pull to get yourself up. The sink is not the best design. It's designed for very, very short people, even shorter people than Miss Hubnut. But we'll take you on more of a tour. Oh lovely, we are here. Splash, sploosh, sploosh. We're getting wet. We shall head up the stairs, where we will find a Miss Hubnut.
Oh, hello.
And a Diego. And this is the front bedroom. Lovely views out of a Leyland Lynx. But they also have on their Sleepy Fleet. Are you having a nice weekend, Diego?
It's freezing because it's in the winter.
Well, why are you in the winter? It's the coldest place. There's a heater downstairs. He's a silly dog. There are some parts where the headroom is a little not great, but we've got bunk beds here. We've got heating variously. These are very good for heating everything up. And then there's another double bedroom down the back where we've had to block access to stop certain dogs from escaping down there. But yeah, very spacious. A little bit of, you know, life form growing on the windows. It's all good. But yeah, it's a surprisingly useful little space. So that is our bus adventure. So now we're off to take the GSA to Oulton Park, where we're going to do 3 laps of the circuit behind a pace car, and hopefully that will be fun. Diego, if you could not escape, that would be good. Let's make sure that door is perfectly shut, because he is the Houdini of dogs. And here we are at Oulton Park with the 2CVs waiting to go. It's very windy, very blustery. I apologise for any wind noise, but this should be fun. Well, here we are in the lineup, a right mix of cars going in. We've got BMW M3 I can see down there, a TVR Chimera, a Vauxhall Corsa VXR, and of course the legendary 2CVs. They seem to be keeping us Citroen folk at the back. They obviously think we're going to be holding everyone up. I think we're going to be the last car on track. There is no one behind us, so don't worry, you're not missing anything.
Yep.
I have Mini Hubnut here holding camera for me. So this is a track day. It's called Drive. It's available at a lot of the MSV circuits. So I know Cadwell Park has got one going on today. There are lots of other tracks as well. So it's 3 laps behind a safety car, and it's what I imagine will be sensible speeds, but hopefully not too sensible. So we should see plenty of body roll going on with the 2CVs. It should be a bit of a laugh, really. So I'm really looking forward to it. Here we go. We're heading out on the track. I've been to watch the 2CVs race here, but I've never been around Oulton Park before. In this mix of 2CVs, we do have my friends Chris and Maria, who race 2CVs. Some of the experienced cars you can have a go in, 4x4s. They've obviously got an off-road area as well. And here we go. Thank you, marshals. Oh, 2CVs are leaning already. Come out of the pit lane onto the main track, and here we are. We are driving around Oulton Park through Denton's into Cascades. I think I've had a lot of British touring car here, and there's always incidents at Cascades. We're getting slightly left behind by the other cars here, I think. As you can see, even the fast cars aren't going at much of a pace, so I think we're having more fun. Go on, Caroline, chuck it in.
Going down to the corner.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the yellow and white one does have a baby in the back, so that's going to limit your commitment a bit. So out to the curb on the other side, that's how you get the fast lines out. Loading old Giselle up there.
Your dad still has body roll.
Yeah. She doesn't roll like a 2CV, but she rolls fairly well.
Yeah.
So how's your first time on track going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think the dogs would have it like this, would they?
No, especially not Titchy News.
Smile for the camera, because they give you a photo at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more like it. Look at the body roll. At some point I want to go to Spa, where they have a track parade during the 2CV 24-hour race, and by all accounts it's absolute bedlam. None of this pottering around gently.
What, there's a 2CV 24-hour race?
There's one in the UK as well.
What?
My friends at Chris and Maria, who are in the red and black 2CV up there chasing the safety car, they take part. They have two cars, the blueberry muffins and the blueberry tarts. Into the hairpin for the last time. So that's in Snetterton, late in August, and there's going to be a bit of a Citroen show as well. Not sure we'll be able to make it, it's a long way to go.
Yeah.
But it would be fun if we did.
Also, I have my doubts that Ellie will be going for 24 hours.
Oh, I don't think Ellie will be allowed to take part in the race.
Oh.
She doesn't have a roll cage.
Oh.
But yeah, will be a fun event. But the Spa one, they're allowed to modify the 2CVs. So they fit BMW engines and all sorts.
What do you think is the biggest engine somebody's fit in the 2CV?
I think someone fitted an Oldsmobile V8 of about 5.7 litres or something into one. I think they were Dutch, which says a lot about the Dutch. Let's get the line right, clip the curb. Oh, there we go, got it. And the other one. Oh, missed that one. So if you've never done a track day, I think this is worth it just to get a feel for what it's like being out on track.
Yep.
So thank you MSV and Oulton Park. I guess we better go and get the girls and dogs and head back home.
Yep. Look! Who's that? That guy looks familiar.